Let's talk about the 1971 case of Cohen versus California.
One of the more celebrated free speech decisions in the United States Supreme Court history is Cohen versus California. It involved the actions of one Paul Robert Cohen, who went to a Los Angeles County courthouse with a jacket, and on the back of the jacket read the words, "the draft." A police officer arrested Mr. Cohen for violating a California state law prohibiting the disturbing of the peace. That case went all the way up to the United States Supreme Court, and in a 5-4 decision, the United States Supreme Court reversed his conviction. Writing for the majority, Justice John Marshall Harlan II wrote in language that has become First Amendment lore, quote, "One man's vulgarity is another's lyric."
You have the right to use any words you want when you interact with the police.
Profanity is protected by the First Amendment depending on the context. Government is not supposed to interfere with freedom of speech.
You can use any words you want. You can curse, you can scream, you can yell. You just can't threaten violence.
You're interrupting me. I listen to you. Please listen to me. Say it again, and you yell. Police. Okay.
Other than that, you can use any words you want. The most important part about Cohen versus California is that you have the literature in your hand. You have to have that trifold in your hand when you're talking about Cohen versus California. If you get in a back and forth with a cop and you're dropping the F-bomb, telling him to go F himself, he's a filthy pig, and saying all these things, and he's going to threaten to arrest you, you want to pull your trifold out, go to Cohen versus California, and say, you don't have a right to arrest me. Cohen versus California, 1971, backs up the First Amendment, my right to free speech.
I will sue your ass in 2 seconds, Piggy. Don't ever try to take dominion over me. Who the hell do you think you are? You're paid to uphold my rights. I can scream at the top of my lungs right now and interrupt you. I don't like to raise my voice, but don't tell me what to do. You don't have dominion over my freedom of liberty of speech.
The Supreme Court justice who wrote the holding even wrote, "One man's vulgarity is another man's lyric." Mind your own business. Mind your own business. I'm a member of the press. Go get in your car and do your job, little doggy. Go feed her.
You're being detained right now.
Okay, then detain me. Don't put your hands on me.
Come over.
Don't touch me. Don't put your hands on me. I have the right to use any words I want that man has ever made up.
Cops. That mother.
Look what you're Eric.
This one. That one. Them. Them.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
When you really get into understanding your right to free speech, you have to understand the Brandeis formula. The Brandeis formula is named after Louis Brandeis, who's on the Supreme Court. I believe it was 1916, his appointment. He's going to write the Brandeis formula, which is going to state unequivocally that you have the right to use any words you want.
I'm going out the back gate.
No, we're going this one.
Why?
Because the gate's over this one.
Does it matter what gate I came in?
Yes, sir.
I came in the back gate.
We're not going to walk all the way in the back.
Then that's your problems, mother. I'm leaving. He's disturbing my peace. Charging.
The fairgrounds director claims that Wood is disturbing his peace, all while he himself follows him, and using the same profanity. The officers seem unsure of what to do, and discuss whether or not they should arrest him for disorderly conduct and disturbing the peace.
He touched me. Do you know what the legal definition of battery is? You got a lot of mouth. Do you know what the legal definition of battery is? Then try to find out.
All right. Go ahead. We're talking to disorderly, sir. Drop your bag.
You do not have permission to search me or my property.
Under arrest for disorderly conduct.
You do not have permission to search me or my property.
Wood was placed under arrest for disorderly conduct and obstructing official business. On the way to jail, Deputy Troutman asks Wood, quote, "How does that work? You've got a shirt that says F the police, but you want us to uphold the Constitution?" It appears that Deputy Troutman missed the entire point of the Constitution. The answer is yes. Yes, 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 ad infinitum, yes. The prosecutor later dismissed the charges, and Wood went on to file a 42 U.S.C. 1983 lawsuit against all 6 officers involved for numerous constitutional violations, and the case was brought before the 6th Circuit. The 6th Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that the First Amendment protects Mr. Wood's speech. Thus, there was no probable cause to arrest him for his conduct.
Cohen versus California is going to back up the Brandeis formula in entirety and say that you have the right to use any words you want.
Shut the up. I can yell whoever the I want. I'm in my house. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Why not? You came in here last time with a gun. Bring your ass in here. I dare you. I dare you to come in here. I dare you.
It's important that you have the literature in your hand, in your pocket, when you're dealing with police who are ignorant and don't know the law.
Okay, sir, it looks like
Officer, you. You're trying to inspect my car for no reason. You, okay? You piece of.
Watch your mouth or I will arrest you.
I don't have to watch my mouth, okay? I don't have to watch my mouth. If he says, for instance, watch your mouth, then this is the answer that you need to give him. 1971, Cohen versus California, okay? By choosing these words, you get to know the depth of my feelings. You, officer. You, you're a piece of.
That's why on the front of the trifold, it says, learn the law. So that when you're showing the cop the trifold, you're showing him what he needs to learn. He needs to learn in Cohen versus California that you can use any words you want.
Hey! 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 Yo, the time was 1971 Vietnam War. This is the case of being able to stand up for what you believe in anywhere in the nation without fear of incarceration. Free speech is guaranteed in the First Amendment, but in this time of war, cause the government's resentment, disturbing the peace is a serious violation. But you've got to understand the limit of the Constitution. There was a boy and the draft he did not support. His actions landed him in the Supreme Court. Cohen versus California. Cohen versus California. Cohen versus California. Cohen versus California. Paul Robert Cohen did not agree with the draft, so he got an idea and made a little craft. He went to the LA courthouse and no one laughed. The message on his jacket read, "The draft." A hardcore hippie with some bad words on his lippy wanted to be rid of the war real zippy. Thinking it was peaceful down the courthouse he strode, but he was pushed into a cop car and onto the road. They said he violated section 415 of the penal code. Cohen got a 30-day sentence. It sure sucked. The basis of his arrest was that the piece he did obstruct. It reads, maliciously and willfully disturbing the peace or quiet of any neighborhood or person by offensive conduct. The draft. The draft. Some called the guy mental, but his case was monumental, establishing the First Amendment's reach, solidifying your right to free speech. Cohen versus California. The justice is spending many nights to see how much the government can make you aligned and censor humankind. Can you speak your mind? Can you speak your mind? Mr. Cohen, you don't have a chance. We have you beat. The government can have you triggering violence, sweet. We can't handle much more. There are protests in the street. Your defiance is an atrocity. Your statement could incite ferocity. Sir, it's his own opinion. Not everyone's a governmental minion. As long as it doesn't involve brutality, his protest fits well within the law's constitutionality. Wow, what a heated roast. I was engrossed. The decision, I should note, was in favor of Cohen with a 5-4 vote, determining the Constitution's vision, overturning the previous appellate court's decision. They said Cohen's vulgar speech the Constitution.
You are a free American. You will say whatever you want to say. Cohen versus California, invoking the Brandeis formula, allows you to use any words you like. So go to DeleteLawz.com. Go to DeleteLawz.com. The downloadable $9 digital trifold. You print it at home, and then you carry it. And if you lose it, you have the PDF on your computer, or you get the $30 indestructible one. There it is. It just takes 1 second to help somebody out. But the amount of help, and just so you know, I gave him that trifold. I got another one right there. I got another one right there.